these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Stroud looking to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
2 yards to go, second down.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. On first down, they'll start out with Wright. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys
I like
in the circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Here's Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Wright. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Ritter. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Ritter now. And it's caught. Touchdown. Sam Laporta An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dragons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Strong running at the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, south. Out to the right. Out to the right.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Oh, right.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
In motion right is Wilson.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
South. Oh, go. Taxi.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Draw play. This is right.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Ritter back to throw. Open man is Chase, complete.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll give this to Wright, running right.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Wright.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Ritter will set up to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Touchdown!
Sam Laporta.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dragons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Uno.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the 3-yard line.
11. Wow, what's that?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kyle Pitts.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. F. Accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Ritter to throw it. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Back to throw, Ritter. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Wright's got it. A nice little juke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jalen Wright from 8 yards out. And the Dragons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
York on now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Dragons 21, Seahawks 14.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On the quick, right?
Now Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Here we go.
Stroud. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Fourth down. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll run on first down with Wright. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jalen Wright, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's Stroud. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. As Stroud now to throw. He completes this to Walker. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Look to high, look to high. Hey, uno more.
The throwing again is Stroud. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he'll go down at the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Tony. Hey, south.
Stroud working out of the gun. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here's Ritter. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 39 that time. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's a run by Wright. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York. This to perhaps salt this one away. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. York able to send this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Stroud. Flush to his right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Hey, uno more. Hey, uno.
Stroud to throw it. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Here's Stroud. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
93 yards rushing for him now to this point. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Paris,
they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's a loss that could wind up costing